stand before you today as the Alba Golden Class of 2025 Valedictorian. Now, I'm not going to lie to any of you, I worked insanely hard to pull this off. When we first got our rankings junior year, I knew this was something that I was willing to go to crazy lengths to achieve. I worked hard through numerous college and honors classes, and I spent dozens and dozens of hours, that's no exaggeration, studying to raise my GPA to be the valedictorian. And when it happened, I was beyond proud of myself. I looked back at all of the stress and all of the effort that I put into achieving this, and I was proud of where it got me. I was happy to see it all pay off. And then I was reminded of the speech I had to make here at graduation, and I immediately panicked. I spent weeks trying to think of what I wanted to say. I watched any TikToks of other speeches, but nothing felt right. I tried to think about any personal anecdotes and any shout-outs I wanted to give. I tried to think of some jokes for maybe a couple of minutes, but don't worry, you don't have to hear any because they didn't make the cut. I pondered what I could say, what I could leave everyone with as my final message. And I decided to start with a thank you and an acknowledgement of how much I appreciated being an Alba Golden Panther. That may sound incredibly cheesy, and if you have spent pretty much any time with me, then you have most likely heard on multiple occasions me say, I just can't wait to go to college, or I just can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to go to Austin hours away, and I can't wait to be out of high school. I can't wait to be gone, to just be free. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that saying goodbye is just a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. As excited as I am to leave and head into the new chapter, the truth is I'm going to miss all the little comforts about the Golden too. I'll miss hanging out with my friends on the theater couch, and I'll miss my calculus class doing anything but calculus. I'll miss preparing for pep rallies and having practices for that. And I'll miss just talking to people that I don't really spend time with that often, but that I still feel connected to because of how tight the community is here. And that's one of the things that stands out the most to me here about the time here at Alba Golden, our community. We may be small, but the encouragement, love, and the support I received here has been huge. We really were able to lean on each other in moments of tragedy and in the moments of joy. This school and community has been instrumental in shaping me into the kind of person that I want to be, and for that I will forever be grateful. And although I may be ready for this next chapter of my life, I will always look back very fondly on the memories I made here, and I'll cherish each one. And as I look back and cherish each memory, I also look to the future with excitement and anticipation. We only have one life, and I plan to make the absolute most of it, and I challenge each of my fellow graduates to do the same, to live life to the fullest, make amazing memories, and live with no regrets. I wanted to close my speech with a parting message that you can take with you as you move on. As I was thinking about what to write in the speech, I chose to focus on something I feel passionate about. So here's my message and my wish for this class. As a Catholic, I believe that every single person on this planet is special, beautiful, and uniquely different. I believe that each person was wonderfully, carefully, and intentionally made with purpose. Differences in our childhood, our culture, our religion, our personality, and how we grew up shape us to fulfill both our individual and collective purposes. These differences are beautiful, and when we accept and celebrate them together, we build a stronger and better society for all of us. As I look around at what is happening in the world today, I cannot help but notice how much hate and division there is, which can overshadow the goodness and the beauty of our differences. With so much hate and distrust surrounding us, it is hard to look past that. But I truly believe that as humans, when we work with each other and are there for each other, we can accomplish great things. I think we are strongest as a people when we see the differences in each other and accept each other for them. Likewise, I think the weakest we can be is when we see each other's differences and pass judgment. When we look at each other and instead of showing empathy, we show hate. When we see someone struggling and instead of helping them, we laugh. I am sure, like me, you often hear how our generation is lazy and disconnected and doesn't have what it takes. But I disagree. I think that we have exactly what it takes. That we have exactly what is needed to make this world a better place. I think we have what it takes to treat every person we encounter with love and kindness, with compassion and generosity and empathy. To help those that we see struggling, rather than to just shrug it off and leave them to it. So as we move into our future, I encourage every person in this room to do just that. That is how we will change this world. Not with violence and judgment, but with love and openness. Every person on this planet is living for the first time, so let's not waste that time hating. I want to build a community like the one that I found here, wherever it is that I end up, and I challenge you to do the same. Now, I'm sure everyone is ready to officially be graduates, and so am I. So thank you for giving me your attention for my last words to the Alba Golden High School class of 2025. Let's do this.